very elevated Brahmin family. Mother, he got attracted to seeing a man and a woman, very close people, embracing in public. But his mind became disturbed, so much so that he sought after that lady. So that's how the mind can work. The mind can trick us at any time and cause one to see that actually mine is not so bad. And actually, you need a little mind in mind because, you've been practicing Krishna consciousness and you've been controlling your senses, chanting the Hare Krishna, studying them. Don't be so strict. Relax a little bit. Take it easy. A little mind is not going to. Just try it. It doesn't hurt. And then you do a little bit, and some mind says, "See, it wasn't so bad. Try it again." So again, you're still a devotee. No problem. And then you continue, and pretty soon. What do we say?
If the mind an inch, it takes a mile.
Yeah, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. And pretty soon, Krishna's gone. So, one should be careful in association with the opposites. Be respectful, be humble, but always be attentive to Krishna consciousness. And watch your speech. Speech is very, can implicate one also. Not speak in a mood to create some kind of, sexual attitude. Always be respectful. I'm giving this class for myself, because I have to deal with ladies a lot. It's difficult. It's really, really difficult, because in that association, there is the service to be performed, and at the same time, it's like walking on thin ice. There's thick ice and thin ice, and there's patches of both. You have to stay on the thick ice. Both are ice. On the thin ice, you're both flying down into the water. So in that association, although it's apparently service, one has to be very attentive to what is being discussed and keep it very Krishna conscious. If at all necessary, but try to avoid that association. So, but brahmacharis, I find, at least in my experience, is that the brahmachari will lose their enthusiasm for brahmachari life and look towards ladies for one or two reasons. One is that the basic attraction. And the other one is not so much the basic attraction, but not developing what we say proper Vaishnava relationships within the ashram, which causes one to feel a little bit lonely, even though one is a brahmachari in association with other devotees. Still there's this loneliness. So in order to somehow cancel out that other opportunity to get attracted, one has to somehow or other develop proper Vaishnava relationships with other brahmacharis and the senior devotees, and find happiness in association and fulfillment in that association. That way one will not gravitate towards that, because we are social beings. We are social beings, and we are in a community type of atmosphere. So developing relationships is fundamental to the practice of Krishna consciousness. It's fundamental to the practices of becoming happy in our spiritual life. So there are systems that are in place to help develop relationships, but still, independently, we should also do that. Try to make friends with our devotees, especially those who have like-minded natures. That's important. And share Krishna consciousness. And then one loses when we say the tendency, we lose the tendency to gravitate towards females in order to fulfill that need for, we say, association. Because one thing about a lady is that, she'll listen to you. You'll talk and she'll listen to you. And you like that. You like somebody to listen to you sometimes. Nobody wants to listen to you, right? But there's a nice lady who likes to listen to you. And you feel a little bit relaxed. And you feel a little bit at ease. And you feel a little bit happy. But we don't have to go that way, because that's step one of the entire thing. So find that happiness, satisfaction, fulfillment, and friendship within the ashram. It's important. And do that. So, there's a lot we can say on this. I'm not out to condemn women, but we should know how this material energy is constituted, not to get tripped up. Because women by nature like attention. That's the thing. The worst thing you can do to a woman is don't pay attention to her. They love attention. That's their nature. They thrive on attention. That's why they dress up so many ways, just to attract attention to themselves and their wives. That's the thing. It's just a woman's nature. And so when we become somewhat attracted to that mood, which is fortified, it says that a man chases a woman until she catches him. Did you get that? A man chases a woman until she catches him. So she puts out the energy, and the man just somehow or other goes for it. So be careful in that association. Now you might say, well, devotee women are different, and they are. But not all devotee women are fully purified from the womanly nature. So be careful in that association. Be very, very careful. And then there are also, I mean, this is more like a war now. I don't want to sound too much like a call to war. But there are women who pray to the Lord for a husband. There's many who join Krishna consciousness in order to find a nice husband. Because in getting a religious, spiritual, nice husband, they avoid getting what we say cheated by a common man who's very exploitative. So they look for a nice religious husband. So people, sometimes women join our movements just to find a nice husband. So that mood is also there. So someone asked one time, I don't know if it was Prabhupada, but we discussed this before, that if a woman wants a brahmachari for a husband, but that brahmachari doesn't want to get married, who wins? Because Krishna fulfills all desires. Who knows the answer? Huh?
Those who pray more sincere.
Those who pray more sincerely? Yeah, you got it. The one who has the stronger desire. So if she wants you stronger than you want Krishna, she wins. If you want Krishna more than she wants you, you win. So don't be naive and think, well, ladies are looking for husbands. Because Prabhupada actually said, women should get married. And so they feel somewhat insecure or unprotected. Of course, the temple arrangement should be to give protection to women, but it's not always there. And so women are out hunting for husbands, which is really against Krishna consciousness. But in that hunting, there's the hunter also, so be careful. And that's not the way to go. That's definitely not the way to go. So, this chapter of good association and stay fixed in the practice of Krishna.